Namaskar, good morning, Ohio.
It gives us immense pleasure to extend to you a very warm welcome on behalf of Biyani Group of Colleges, who has clubbed all of us for the 12th Indo-Japan Bilateral Conference on Leading Innovations and Strategies Towards Stress Management.
We are going to start a wonderful event, but ma'am, before going to start, let's check the level of energies meter of our lovely student. All of you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Can we, ma'am?
Absolutely, ma'am.
Biyani. Biyani. Urja.
Biyani.
Urja.
Biyani.
Oh my God, they are so much excited. So now let's start our BICON International Conference 2017. Ladies and gentlemen, Biyani Group once again welcomes its esteemed guests, distinguished speakers, special invitees, and all registered delegates of conference, and all our affectionate students pursuing higher education in this 12th Biyani International Conference BICON 2017. As you know, ladies and gentlemen, Biyani Group has been organizing conference every year in the commerce management and IT field on themes of topical importance.
It is an occasion which gives us opportunity to enrich our knowledge, understanding and experience and contribution our minds related to theme. We look forward to get an exposure about what the best of the brain thinks about this dynamic issue of leading innovations and strategies towards stress management.
Today, we all are fortunate as we are provided with such a wonderful opportunity to spend some time with the most esteemed guests and eminent speakers. With these words, ladies and gentlemen, we once again welcome you all to the 12th BICON 2017. I, Yashu Srivastav,
I, Richa Kuteta,
and we are delighted to be your anchor for today. And we greatly look forward to hearing your viewpoints of our eminent guests who have joined us for this event. And we take this opportunity of introducing our guest of this session. We welcome our eminent speakers, Professor Ryo Mizuno, Associate Professor, School of Information Science, Energy and Environment Area, JAIS University, Japan, and Dr. Rajat Agrawal, Sir, Department of Management Studies, IIT Roorkee, Uttarakhand. And another eminent speaker, Mr. S.M. Mehta, Sir, former Chief Executive Officer and Consultancy Services and Chief General Manager, NABARD. We also welcome our guest, Dr. Shivraj Singh, Sir, who always devote his time to Biyani Group.
And esteemed personality of Biyani Group of Colleges, our chairman, respected Dr. Rajiv Biyani, sir, our Director Academic, Professor Sanjay Biyani, sir, Director Research and Development and Chairperson of BICON 2017, Professor Manish Biyani, sir, our Dr. Neeta Maheshwari, ma'am, Principal, Biyani Girls College, and our Secretary 17 BICON, Dr. Neha Pandey ma'am, and all the speaker faculty members and participants.
It is a proud privilege. It is a proud privilege to welcome our guests who kindly accepted our invitation to spend some time with us today. Your kind presence is the main source of inspiration for all of us. So, let's get started our international conference, BICON 2017, with a huge round of applause. वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा.
Lighting of lamp is considered very auspicious in Hindu religion. We believe that when any function is commenced by lighting of lamp, it activates God's Sankalp Shakti and the task is accomplished.
So, for this, we would like to request and invite on the stage honorable eminent speakers, Professor Ryo Mizuno, Associate Professor from JAS University, Japan, and Dr. Rajat Agrawal, Sir, Department of Management Studies, IIT Roorkee, Uttarakhand, along with Mr. S.M. Mehta, Sir, from NABARD, and Dr. Shivraj Singh, Sir.
And esteemed personality of Biyani Group of Colleges, our chairman, respected Dr. Rajiv Biyani, sir, our director academic, Professor Sanjay Biyani, sir, director research and development and chairperson, BICON 2017. Neha Pandey, ma'am.
And all the dignitaries to please come up on the stage. सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्या आर्यं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा.
How can an educational function start without the blessing of Ma Saraswati? So for this, I would like to invite our BGC student Kanchan and Varsha on the stage for presenting Saraswati Vandana.
Please welcome Kanchan and Varsha on the stage for presenting Saraswati Vandana.
जो बैठी चरणों में तिहारे, जो बैठी चरणों में तिहारे, उसे वाणी का वरदान मिले, उसे वाणी का वरदान मिले। माँ तू जिसकी ओर निहारे, माँ तू जिसकी उसे गुड़ियों में स्थान मिले, उसे गुड़ियों में स्थान मिले। कंठ समर्पित ज्ञान समर्पित, कंठ समर्पित ज्ञान समर्पित, हृदय समर्पित प्राण समर्पित, हृदय समर्पित प्राण समर्पित, अर्पित श्रद्धा भाव हमारे, अर्पित श्रद्धा भाव हमारे, उसे साचे स्वर का ज्ञान मिले, उसे साचे स्वर का ज्ञान मिले। माँ तू जिसकी ओर निहारे, माँ तू जिसकी ओर निहारे, उसे गुड़ियों में स्थान मिले, उसे गुड़ियों में स्थान मिले। जो बैठे चरणों में तिहारे, जो बैठे चरणों में तिहारे, उसे वाणी का वरदान मिले, उसे वाणी का वरदान मिले। थैंक यू। थैंक यू।
Thank you so much, girls, for giving a beautiful start of this event. Now, let's have the pleasure of listening to the opening remark of the Honorable Director Research and Development and Chair BICON Research Professor in Department of Bioengineering, University of Tokyo, Japan. Presently, Indian Scientists Association, Japan, Professor Manish Biyani, sir. Please welcome Professor Manish Biyani sir on the stage. Please give him a big round of applause.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Ohayou gozaimasu. So, BICON is back. Every year, this is something very special week we have in this institute that we called India-Japan Conference. And I feel proud myself to chair this event as a member of this institute. But being as a chairman, I think it's my responsibility to let you know the objective of this event, because we are here to work objectively in this institute. So what are the objectives that I just want to define you first? So in Japanese we call yokoso, welcome, yokoso. So I first welcome all the Japanese delegates and all the Indian delegates, and my true reason, the young minds from this institute and from other institute in Jaipur, Rajasthan. So this is the 12th anniversary of this event. And another important thing, this 12 number is in a row, continuous, starting from 2006. So what are the purpose to have this event every year? Why we are here to sit together and to discuss with our Japanese delegates? So, of course, the conference is usually to share the knowledge, to improve the networking. But I take another objective of this mission, encouraging the spirit of research, innovation, culture exchange to bring transformation. Because what I have realized in my last 20 years of life, that transformation is really very much needed. How we can transform the life in this country. And the vision which we have, interdisciplinary collaboration beyond the borders of India. So we took Japan as an example in last 20 years back. So if I remember the day, the journey started in 1997, almost 20 years back, October 13th, when I first arrived in Japan. So I went to Japan with a dream to achieve something from the land of rising sun. And then I spent 6 years from 1997 to 2004. And I realized that I earned a lot in last 6-7 years. And then my dream converted into to give something to this land of rising sun. And that was the transformation of my dream. I came to achieve something, but now I dream to give something to this land. And I must need to share with you that in 2004, I got an offer from the MRC, Medical Research Council in Cambridge, in UK, for a career opportunity. But I took this as a responsibility to bridge the relationship between India and Japan. And I decided to stay in Japan and to continue my work, to contribute to the society of both this land. So the journey started in 2006. And we started with this vision to have the annual event so we can exchange our resources, we can exchange our technologies, and we can develop something new in the future. So journey started in 2006. And from that year, we are continuing leading this event in this institute. So there was a dream transformation. Now what we achieved in last 12 years, that is very important. So of course the event is continuing in this month, and we are building the many relationships. And then we had the wonderful activities, the student placement in Japan. So with this event, because this is the milestone, this is the seed platform for our relationship. And with this event, we could able to increase the number of participants from both the countries in last 12 years. And if you look at that, till now, 130 delegates from Japan has visited this hall in last 10 years. I think this is something very, I really appreciate all the efforts that has been done by the Japanese delegates. So out of 130, we had the 87 faculty members in last 12 years, and 43 young Japanese students who have visited. I think the number can be more actually, what I have in my record now. And this is not just we are inviting the peoples, but we are also sending our peoples to Japan to develop the relationship. And till now we have 59 girls students, mostly girls students, who visited Japan for their career build-up or career transformations. And these are the few faces that had made the remarkable achievement in their careers. Out of 58 students, 11 was selected to start their master doctoral courses. And I can see these are my proud faces who are doing a wonderful job in Japan in different institutions, in hospitals, and continuing their research activities. So today I am here to realize you what we have achieved by just telling a true story of one of the students here, Pramila Kumari. So please, let's have a look the video, a true video from a student who is working in Japan.
Your journey towards being a successful researcher. This little girl was born on August 15, 1989 in Ranasar, Jhunjhunu, a less-known village in the heart of Rajasthan, India. Her parents were her inspiration, who gave wings to her dreams.
I still remember the day when she came to my office, maybe I guess 2007. She was not able to speak in English, you know. She was speaking in the local dialects with me, with her father. But she was very keen to do something different in her life. So then I started to guide her to start the journey in the research area.
Dreams of being a successful scientist. One day, being the daughter of modest farmer, Pramila spent most of her childhood working in her father's farm. It is in Jhunjhunu that she completed her early education from a government school known as Rajasthan Girls Senior Secondary School. She went on to complete her graduation again from a very small city near Jhunjhunu, Bagar, which was Babulal Makharia Girls College. She did her Bachelor's of Science in Biotechnology, Zoology and Chemistry. Our Parmila, coming from a modest beginning, had her dreams in her place. Nothing stopped her from being a topper throughout. She aced in her school, was numero uno during her graduation, which finally led her to the vistas of Biyani Girls College, Jaipur. This young girl with lot of potential and dedication was able to channelize her strength and move steadily on the road to success through the support of Biyani Girls College. I coach Parmila. My real journey started when I stepped in Biyani Girls College. She believes that this college left no stone unturned in providing with the most capable guidance. It is here that she completed her master's in biotechnology under the guidance of her mentor, Professor Manish Biyani, who she states is not only her mentor but her guiding light and an inspiration. Professor Manish Biyani transformed this raw little girl from a small village into a successful researcher. Continuing her achievements, she was granted the CMSI Fellowship. This was a golden opportunity for her to go to Japan to pursue her summer internship at University of Tokyo, Japan.
So after completing the master course in Biyani's, she got an opportunity for an internship for 1 month in University of Tokyo, the topmost ranking university. And that started the journey.
June 2010. This proved to be the turning point of her life. Biyani Girls College taught Parmila true values of being honest, disciplined, completely dedicated to work, because of which she never looked back and moved on steadily on the road of success. On this note, she pursued her Doctor of Philosophy from Saitama University, Japan from October 2011. Well, this journey was not easy, but with Professor Manish Biyani holding her hand at every step of her journey, took her from being a girl who knew only the local regional language and could not communicate properly, transforming into a researcher who now not only knows English fluently but Japanese too. It is rightly said that all progress takes place outside the comfort zone. Finally, her dream came true, and as early as September 2014, she was awarded the Doctor of Philosophy. Parmila, now Dr. Parmila, is working as postdoctoral researcher in DG Medical University since October 2014. Another feather in her cap, she was awarded the Best Poster Award Embassy in ISA's 2016. Now she will be going to UK to further hone her capabilities. Parmila, with her sheer grit and determination, and of course the opportunities and solid backup of Biyani Girls College, could fulfill her dreams and make her family proud. She did things unimaginable for a small villager. She took her mother, a simple homemaker, to Japan, and now her younger sister too is pursuing her education from Japan. Parmila gives her final words. It was not an easy journey, but it was impossible without the help of Dr. Manish Biyani, a true teacher and a career shaper, and recognition of distinguished service of Biyani Girls College. We have been awarded the Certificate of Commendation from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Japan through the Japan Embassy. Well, Parmila is not just one shining star from Biyani Girls College. We have volley of many more capable students bringing laurels to our country. Biyani Girls College encourages students, shows them the right path, and transforms their personality and life. Parmila's story is the story of a girl with dreams. It is the story of dreams transforming to reality. It is a story of determination, dedication, and capable guidance. It is a story of transformation.
Hello everybody. I am Parmila Kumari and currently I am working as a postdoctoral researcher in GG Medical University, and I am very happy and satisfied in my current research life. Credit goes to Biyani Girls College for helping me a lot to get here, and especially I am very thankful to Dr. Manish Biyani for being a true supporter and teacher of mine. Thank you very much.
So this is how dream fly, how the transformation comes, and how we can contribute to our society. I think what I can see, the tycoon in India, the biotech tycoon, I think sees almost on the same way that she can bring a transformation like what Dr. Majumdar had in this country. So this is what I want to realize you, that how it is important to work beyond the borders and to work involved in the current challenges that we have, but we need to work together with other peoples, with other disciplines, and start something new in our life. So this is the one story of the girls, but there are 10 other faces, similar faces. They are doing wonderful job in Japan. And most important thing, they are just not doing their job, but they are also making the same way what I did. So if one person can lead 10 persons, then 10 persons can lead 100 persons, and 100 can lead another 10,000. So this is the way of transformation, that how we can change our society. So I would like to have a big hand for all these 11 students. So this is the one of the activity that we are doing, and now we are also doing the exchange programs for Japanese scholars, because we are here to make a mutual understanding, mutual working with others. And these are the few photographs. Many Japanese students are coming here, enjoying our culture, enjoying our food, language, and environment. Also, they enjoy the traffic, but they are always learning many things. Okay. And the interest is very important. So what interest they have with us is very important, and especially they really respect our meditation, our yoga, our cultures, and that can bridge a very good relationship between both these peoples. So with this, I feel very proud to say you this year achievement. Number one, we earned this year Japan Foreign Minister Commendation Award. The Foreign Ministry of Japan selected Biyani group of colleges for this year for their remarkable achievements between India and Japan. And I was very fortunate to hear the news when our chairman received a call from embassy. Because you know how the Nobel Prize comes. We don't know where it will go. But all of a sudden we got a call from the committee, you have selected for this award. So we have a same call from embassy of Japan that you are selected for this year award. So I would like to share you the clips, very recent clips. We visited Embassy of Japan to have this award, and this is the Japanese version of the certificate. Simply, this could not be possible because all of you, the efforts by all the members of Biyani teams, all are equally contributed to have this award. So I congratulate all the members of Biyani teams to reach at this stage. Thank you very much for your efforts. So there is not a one news. We have many news today. Okay, this was the one good news. Second good news, we are going to have the fourth official agreement with one of the biggest university in Japan, that is the Kyushu University. We already have relation with, first we started with Saitama University, which is very near to Tokyo. Then we made the relation with Akita University, and then we made the relation with JAIST, where I'm also working now. And this year we are going to shine, because already we are working from last 4 years with Kyushu University, but today we are able to make the official agreement, and Professor Yokota is here. So I would like to request our chairman and Professor Yokota to please come and sign the agreement and to make this a historical moment of this event. So another remarkable day in our journey, in our history of that we are, Kyushu University is one of the biggest university in Japan. It's in the southern part of the Japan. I think top 4 biggest university in Japan. Very long history, Kyushu University. And today we are having this official agreement. So many of you can now go to Japan in Kyushu University and start activity. So now Kyushu University is open for all of you to start your career. So now we have another partner in Japan, Kyushu University. Thank you, Professor Yokota, for your constant efforts. In last 3 years, he has been visited 6 times in Jaipur. Because Japanese are very loyal. They first watch, study, and then take action. So I think They had a lot of homework in last 4 years, and now they are able to make this agreement. So thank you very much for this. Not this, I have another good news for all of you. This year, we could able to get the Sakura Science Award first time in our history. Sakura Science Program is one of the initiation from Japanese government to invite the students from India for 10 days or for 1 month or for 3 months programs to give with full support. With full travel and accommodation support, they are inviting the students from Indian institutes and giving them exposure about the technologies. And this makes the initiation that how they can start the journey in Japan for higher educations. So this year we feel proud to have the Sakura in our hand. I thanks to government, Japanese government for giving this chance, and we have selected 10 students from our institute who are going to fly next month, November 19th, to Japan for 10 days trips. So can I have all the faces here? All the Sakura programs students can come here. Please come. So these are the 10 faces who are going to fly next month to Japan. And I really feel that this is not just a trip for you, but it will make a turning point in your life, that how can you start the new journey in Japan or in collaboration with Japan. I think you are the next faces from Parmila, right? So I really appreciate. Thank you very much. And congratulations. Okay. So this is another good news that we have this year, that we got this opportunity. Okay, so now the BICON. Why this theme? Work, health and stress. Work, stress and health. Why this theme? Because I said we are very objective peoples. And what I experienced, I felt in Japan, we have a stress environment. So how we can work together? When I was talking with our staff members, with all the departments, science, nursing, commerce, management, IT, social science, and educations. So we sit together, all the departments, and we decided to work on a single topic, on a same theme, where we all can contribute and to develop something new solution that can work on a problem. And the problem that we took this year is the stress. How we can work together, different discipline, how we can work together to remove the stress in our life. And that was the origin of this theme for this year BICON. So we made this theme, work, stress and health, for this year. And today, Department of Commerce and Management and Information Technology is going to organize this full day event. And we have many faces today. So I would like to welcome all the new faces now. Can we welcome all the faces? So first, can you change? Next. So already we had the lighting of lamp, and now we are going to start the floor welcome. Okay, so Professor Maizono is here. I would like to request Dr. Sanjay, our director, please welcome Professor Maizono. Have a give big hands for. This morning I heard this is the 10th visit of this person. 10th visit in India in last 3 years. So how these persons are interested in our culture to work with us. 3 or 4 times flying in a year. in such a different environment, I call it culture shock. When the both persons come in different countries, first experience we have the culture shock. Different food, different environment, different traffic, different problems. But all in this situation, how we can work together. I really appreciate Professor Maizono for your such a keen interest in India, and I am very big hope that we can work together in coming future. Thank you very much for coming. So next we have Dr. Rajat is here. He's coming all the way from IIT Roorkee. Thank you, Dr. Rajat. I would like to request Sanjay sir to please welcome. We have a long relation with IIT Roorkee because when we started this journey, one of our key members is now serving to IIT Roorkee, Dr. Balkrishna Maheshwari. So we have a very close relation with IIT Roorkee, and I think it's a good partner for us for our future activity. So thank you, Dr. Rajat. I hope after this event we could able to do something together. Thank you. And next we have tea break, and I would like to give a floral welcome to our another speaker, Mr. Asam Mehta. May I request Sanjay sir, so please welcome and give a floral welcome to very senior person. He's the ex-chief executive officer, and so thank you very much, Mehta sir, for coming all the way and giving us chance to share with your knowledge. And then we have next speaker. Oh, this is the IT. We should have a more powerful. Why it's so slow? Okay, we have Professor Vidya Jain. Maybe she is not here right now, but I would like to thank you, Professor Vidya Jain. Then we have Professor Yokota is here to make a lecture for us. Thank you, Professor Yokota. May I request Dr. Sanjay to please give a floral welcome to Professor Yokota. Very young, I think almost same of my age, and that show how we can. I would like to say something, Professor Yokota. He has spent a long time with Mother Teresa in India. Do you know that? I think in 2015 years back, he spent a lot of time with Mother Teresa, and that's make a change in her life, how I should work for a country like India, and now he's doing that. Thank you. We really appreciate in your surrounding. Thank you very much. We are closely working with Professor Yokota in healthcare field, and now we have a big aim to serve the rural society in our country, and we take the target as a Jaipur rural, Kalwad, Champapura, and some other villages. Now we are working with Professor Yokota how we can bring the healthcare facility in the rural areas with our good support from Dr. Sivraj Singh, who is also leading the president of INCTR, have a relation with WHO. So now we are together thinking about how we can better serve the society using the technology from Japan. And next we have Dr. Sumit Srivastava is here, maybe not, and we have next speaker. I would like to welcome him also. And we have our chief guest, Honorable Minister, Education Minister Kiran Maheshwari. So let's give a big round. She will be available in the noon session because of the time, but she will be here with all of you. It's a very good time for all of you to have an education minister with you. Okay, she will be coming here in the noon time. And then we will have the lunch. And then we have the many young faces maybe sitting inside you who will be presenting. We have a 3 technical session. First is the stress management in organizational behavior. These are the selected candidates for making the oral presentation. And then we have another technical session on the business approach for business success and industrial growth. These are the selected phases for this today's talk. And another session we have the artificial intelligence for managing the interest. I think AI is the next future. The artificial intelligence can serve all the people in this world, I think. So now we are going to have this because after the era of computer, now we are going to have the era of AI, artificial intelligence. So I think this is also a very important session for all of you. So please enjoy this session also. So these all about the our speakers today. We have 6 delegates from different both the Indian Japans. So what is important to please listen very, very carefully. My purpose is to not just to listen, but to share your queries, share your thoughts with them. So we will have enough time for discussion. So please don't sit alone, don't sit silent, but please keep discussing during the coffee break or lunch break, because the interaction is very important. If you can bring something today, that will be real what we are expecting from all of you. And also we have the special event in this BICON. We have a higher education fair on the 4th day. 6 big universities of Japan will be coming here to give you the exposure, how they can serve you all this. So on the 4th last day, we will have this education fair where the Tokyo University, Ritsumeikan, Kyoto, Kyushu, Joist and Saitama will be making a booth here, and they will give you the idea how they can help you to make your career. So this is another great opportunity for all of you. And yes, when we talk about the knowledge, we should share the congratulations. I congratulate to Japan for sharing the Nobel Prize in Literature. So let's have a big hand for Kazuho Ishiguro, who shared the Nobel Prize of this year literature. But I am very sure if we can continue our journey, maybe someday we will have a name who has a history in Biyani Group of College to get such award. Okay, so with this, what I have realized recently, because Abe and Modi chemistry, it's something now emerging. They are making a revolution in this world. How these two countries can work together, and what the Abe Prime Minister Abe has realized, that if we merge the Ja and I, it becomes Jai, the victory. Okay, so what is important? The technology part of Japan. If they can meet with the user in India, we have 10 times human resources in India. So if the user and technology can merge, we can become the factory for the world. So what potential we have with this Japan, that you must need to realize now. If you can work together with these people, you can serve this world, not your family, not your society, not your country, but you can serve to the world. So this is the time for all the young minds to get up and to realize the opportunity which we have with this country, and to make a transformation in your life. So with this, I would like to open this event, BICON 2017, and I'm very happy to invite all the guests. Thank you very much. Thank you. Domo arigatou gozaimashita.
Thank you so much, sir, for an influential message. We are energized by your profound knowledge. It was really remarkable. Welcome for all our lovely and honorable guests.
So once again, big round of applause for Professor Manish Biyani, sir. Stress management refers to the wide spectrum of techniques and psychotherapies aimed at controlling the level of stress in human beings for the purpose of improving everyday functioning.
Whenever we see in society, we find stress in every level and every area of society. Whether we talk about students or organizational employees, stress is the main cause of restricted growth of human in the form of tension, frustration, and anxiety.
So, student, that is why we all are here to know the leading innovation and strategies towards stress management in the field of commerce management and IT. Now, let's start the inaugural session by inviting our eminent speakers, Professor Ryo Mizuno, Associate Professor from JAIS University, Japan, and Dr. Rajat Agrawal, sir, from Department of Management Studies, Roorkee, Uttarakhand, to please come upon the stage to take their seats. Please welcome our eminent speakers on the stage.
Not work. Okay. Thank you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. And thank you for inviting me and providing me such a nice opportunity with a huge amount of the audience. And I misunderstood the time, so but it doesn't matter. We can make it shorter. Yeah, by omitting the so detailed equation. I'm Ryo Maito from JAIST, Japan, and today I'm going to talk about the new frontier of the computer science that is termed as material informatics. Okay. But anyway, I will explain this more in detail later. So let me introduce briefly about the JAIST. I'm from JAIST. JAIST is one of the governmental institutes. Only have 900 students, but the faculty number is quite large in the sense of the ratio between the student and the faculties. And the JAIST is quite international, and more than 40% of the students are coming from other countries. And India is one of the major of the foreign student, right? And that is actually the governmental pilot school. So it means that sort of they're quite aggressive to make the experimental aggressive educational program. Okay. And one of the highlight of our institute is the supercomputer. That is my majoring field. And four supercomputers located inside JAIST. Okay. And of course, the Tokyo University or Hokkaido University, or larger university, has many supercomputers, but the frequency of the replacement is quite more rapidly replaced. Okay. So we have 4 supercomputers, which is designed to replace every 4 years. So it means that every year we can enjoy the brand new machine. That is one of the advantage of our institute. Okay. Let's see. And my research group is working on some topics using such supercomputer. That is a quite interdisciplinary field. That is the message of today's talk. And we also constructed handmade computers. Yeah, that is quite enjoyable stuff. And I organized several times about how to construct a handmade supercomputer and how to run the parallel simulation by using such kind of things. And even in Kenya or even Ghana or every country like Thailand or maybe in India, we organize such kind of workshop. But anyway, what is my majoring topics? That is not purely the computer science, not purely the computer architecture, but the material science. So today's message of my talk is just the interdisciplinary stuff. Okay, so the message is getting out of the conventional category is the exploring the new frontier. So some of you majoring what kind of subject? Who are majoring in the computer science? You are the computer science people, and some sort of medical, biological stuff. So, say again? Management. Okay, yeah. Anyway, my message is that your major, now you are working, it doesn't matter in whole your life. You can change everything to explore the new frontier. Okay? The getting ability to categorize what is this is the first step for student. But the next step is the getting out of the conventional research field to be the first primary person to explore such a new research field. Okay. And the new categories have emerged by this way. Actually, the computer science was not there maybe 40 years ago or 50 years ago, but it emerges just recently. Okay. So this is my self-introduction. I wanted to be an engineer in mechatronics, but I failed to get such chance. And then I changed my interest into the condensed matter theory. That is physics, right? So I did the undergraduate in the physics theory. But after that, I had to shift into the computational researches. That is in Cambridge, right? And then finally, I got a job working on the supercomputing stuff. When I was an undergraduate, until I was a postgraduate, I hate the computer. I couldn't typing it. But now I am the representative person in Japan handling the huge supercomputer. So that is quite a big change. So one of the central topics today is the transmission of the life. So I will be an appropriate person to talk about that. Okay. What is the aim of the higher education? Higher education is to have the ability to make consideration and discussion, not acquiring the specialized technique. That is the technical school stuff. So the higher education, so this is a skill of one who completed higher education. So your major in undergraduate course is just the example material to learn such ability to make a consideration and a discussion. So anyway, work hard in your undergraduate topics to acquire this kind of ability. And then the open-minded to shift your major in field, right? So do you like your major now? Right? Right? Okay. Then let me start the material science. That is different from the computer science or the management. But the content is not so difficult stuff. Anyway, the power and the impact of the material science. Let's think about how to speed up your computer. What is the possible way? So, of course, for computer science people, you can see that developing new algorithm with more efficiency. So the algorithm stuff, that is the computer science stuff, right? Or cache or memory stuff, that is quite technical computer architecture problem. Or how designing new instruction set like a MISC or SIMD or whatever. But, such and such. But what is the most striking impact is the new material, right? Of course, these make your computers accelerated, but if you replace the silicon into gallium arsenide, that is new materials, the speed up factor would be 10 or 100 or 1,000. So then one of the attraction of the material science is such kind of big impact. Okay. Next example. So we want to improve the environmental issue, right? So what is the possible mean? Of course, designing law or legal system is one of the possible ways. So this motivated some younger people learn the law school or something. And the recycle system or administration system is another possibility. And that stimulate the younger people to go to the administrator, like a lawyer or a politician or whatever. Of course, these are good for the environmental issue, but the most striking impact can be coming from the new material, like a solar cell or hydrogen storage or whatever. So this is the power of the material science. Okay? Another example, you want to have the better speaker or better phone, right? Of course, the designing acoustic system or signal processing is the possible way, but actually recently the rapid improvement of the quality of the your speaker or earphone is made by the new magnet. That is another impact of the material science. Okay. So what is the material science? Of course, you know that the chemistry or physics, so maybe you don't like the physics, right? But after the discovery of the quantum mechanics that is made in early 90s, make it mixed up every traditional field like pharmacy or metallurgy. All these different fields comes into the one research field. That is the material science. Okay. Every material consists of the electron and the nuclei, right? And the quantum mechanics says that the human being discovers that in every materials, electrons are dominated by unique equation. Okay. So naively, we expect the electron inside the metal and the electron inside the biological system behaves quite differently, right? So dominated by different law. But what we found is that all electrons are dominated by unique equation. Then, this is the equation to dominate every kind of electron, even inside the biological system, even inside the glass or even inside the metals. All the behavior is described by one equation. Okay? Then, in order to work on chemistry or pharmacy or metallurgy, just sticking on this equation, then this equation gives you every information. Okay? So we can just concentrate it on this equation. Then the computer comes. Emergence and utilizing computer. Okay. Computer can handle equation to be solved, right? So even the chemical reaction, just simulating such equation can give every kind of information about the chemistry. Okay. So performing chemical reaction inside the virtual space in computer, that is the idea. Okay. Every variety of materials in our world can be generated by the possible combination of up to 100 elements. And the computers are very good at to surveying every possible combination. That is the matter of the data science. Okay? This is the idea. The compounds inside the PC. Nowadays, even in your laptop, you can compose your compounds and make them to react chemical reaction inside your laptop computer. Okay. So that is the material informatics. Again, the idea is that our let's see. So our world is composed of every possible combination of the 100 chemical elements. And then by using the computational power, solving every possible combination to make reaction or prediction of the material prediction by using computers. And even using artificial intelligence, we can make it more effectively to survey every possible combination, because the naive combination makes you the vast time of the search. Okay. So that is sort of the new frontier of the data science or computer science. Okay. And looking at this, the computer history, originally computer are for computing. Computer means a computer, okay? Not for internet, originally. Okay? But so the computer has been used for the numerical analysis as computer it is. Okay? And at some point it comes to different direction, like a floating operation to make it more aggressive about the numerical analysis comes to the supercomputer research field, whilst the integer operation is utilized for the business handling, like a word processor or a calculator. So it eventually comes to the internet technology. Maybe you are now working using the internet technology. But anyway, the numerical analysis is has been stimulating the cutting edge of exploring the more performance of the computer. Okay. So this is an early computer, and the hand loaded computer is used. Okay. So even still now, material science is one of the largest field of the numerical analysis, and one of the best stimulator to the computer performance, like acceleration of the processor or memory access. Okay. So maybe your first impression is that computer science and the material science is quite different research field, but it is actually quite come closer each other. It has been a closer relationship. Okay. So the material science as an information science, as I explained before, in the context of the recent data science, the information science or data science can be used to make it effectively survey all the possible combination. So there is, now you understand, there is some research field about computational material science, which handling the equation, simulation of the equation dominating the electron's behavior. So of course the materials simulation ranged from the continuum level to the electronic level. And what I'm working on is the most deeper level of the computational material science. That is termed the ab initio simulation. Okay. Ab initio calculation is such kind of black box. If you gives the position of the element, here oxygen, here hydrogen, or here nitrogen, then the black box gives you the energy of the system. But do you want to evaluate the energy of the system? No? who want to know the energy of the system? Because the energy of the system is quite boring quantity. Nobody want to evaluate that. So then, what is energy? Energy is sort of the measure of the stability. If you have the lower energy, it means that the system has more stable. Okay. So, but even still now, I don't think there is anybody who want to evaluate the system of the energy, because that seems quite boring. You want to know much more fashionable, much more interesting quantity. Okay. But if you can evaluate the energy of the system, you can predict something. Okay. So there are two possibilities of the molecular structure, and which structure is stable. Then, if you can evaluate the energy of each configuration, then the lower energy gives you the answer that which structure is stable and which structure is likely to exist in nature. Okay. Maybe you have seen this kind of picture. This is the water molecules. And the textbook says that the angles between the hydrogen is 104 point something, right? But who know that? We cannot see the microscope, right? This is actually the computationally predicted. Yeah. So if we plot the energy as a function of the angle theta, then the minimum angle gives you the answer what angles the molecular structure is. Okay. So this kind of stuff. So this is one of the part of the DNA stuff, right? And if you have the black box to evaluate the energy with fixed spacing d, you can plot this point, you can plot this point, right? And plotting, and then you get some curve there. Okay. And from this curve, what kind of information you can extract? The first one is that the minimum position gives you the prediction of what spacing inside the DNA is realized. Okay. Bonding length. And the depth of the well gives you the rough estimation about up to what capacity of the heat then this molecules breaks. Okay. So such kind of information we can extract by using such apparently boring black box to evaluate the energy. So we are now working on the development of the energy of the system. Okay. So let me, and such kind of stuff is also used as a drug design. Okay. And the catalyst design and the steel industry, even in the steel industry, they used this kind of black box. Okay. Let me skip this one. So up to when? Another 5 minutes. Okay, yeah. So such kind of ab initio simulation now comes to the drug deliveries or biotechnology or a steel industry. So it quite recently it comes to the industrial topics. It becomes, but the point is that human resources at present. Okay, who can handle with this kind of stuff? The computer science student says that, oh dear, that is a quantum mechanics. I don't like that, or that seems too difficult for us, right? And for the student of the material science, they said, oh dear, I'm not so good at computer. I don't like handle the supercomputer or whatever. So now, obviously, the lack of the human resources. Okay. So now there is large movement, mainly from U.S. government and even Japanese government, to develop such kind of human resources who can acquire the computer science as well as the material science to handle this stuff, because that has widely been used recently. Okay. So the outline is why we want to evaluate energy, because by evaluating energy we can predict the microscopic molecular structure. Okay. And in my original plan, I will describe how to evaluate energy and how to solve the equation, how the parallel computer is used. But time of the limitation, just let me flash the pictures, which might be attract your interest. Okay. So this part is obviously very boring for you, right? The mathematics, so I will omit this part. Especially this part is very complicated mathematics. Okay. Let me skip this part. And the final goal for us is we want to get the exact solution of this equation. But there is some beautiful mathematics theorem that the exact solution of this equation minimizes this quantity. And this multi-integral quantity can be evaluated by using the technique of the Monte Carlo sampling technique. So, solving this equation, the problem of solving this equation can be transformed into the equivalent problem of the numerical minimization, because the exact solution minimizes this quantity. Okay. So what we have to do is to implement how to perform this numerical minimization. And the numerical minimization is a quite common problem. Most of the computer science students are working on this kind of stuff, right? At least at the textbook level. And this evaluation of this integral can be performed by using the Monte Carlo technique. That is just sampling stuff. Okay. So for sampling stuff, what matters is the number of the sampling point, right? So in order to earn the sampling point as much as possible, the parallel processing is very useful, because using the same time, you can get more sampling point. So this is where the parallel computational technique is used. Okay. So in order to get to implement the parallel computers, you can increase the number of the processors. But the problem is that even you increase the number of the processor cores, your performance is not surely increased. Sometimes it saturated like this. Okay. So because for the problem, if we want to evaluate some point, we have to wait some other answers from neighbor. Right? So this is a big problem to bring us such kind of performance saturating. Okay. So in order to overcome this, there is so many techniques and many knowledge is used, especially in the computer science research field. Anyway, I will skip the stuff in detail, but by using this kind of parallel computers inside the research group, we work on that. So this is using 2,000 core. It comes to around 2,000 core, but they're still saturating. Okay, but 80,000, it's still that. But by making some improvement of the communication, it comes to more linear it becomes. Okay. So now we can make it 500,000 of the cores. We can make it 500,000 of acceleration factor. So by using such kind of power of the computational stuff, we are now developing the material informatics at the JIST Institute. So that's all for my talk. Thank you very much for your attention. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Maizuno, for sharing, elaborating such a very big topic, material energy. I think first it is very important for us to understand the relationship between the materials and energy, and how IT can help to flow the energy from material to the application part. So thank you very much, Professor Maizuno. And now I would like to have the queries, especially from the young students. Can we have few hands? Those who want to have some queries. I will give you some time. Please make your queries. And that time, I think sir have some class.
Thank you, sir. My question is, we can say everything is energy. Because organism, if we break it, then become organ, then break it, then tissue.
Yes.
Then we break tissue, then it becomes cells, then molecular structure.
Yep.
So now my question is, because human brain is the best energy in this universe, because we can give direction to the human brain. We cannot give much more direction to the lion. We can give much more direction to the animals. But we can direct the energy of human because having some senses.
Yeah.
So my question is, how molecular structure is created? Because it is the smallest unit of material. So how to molecular structure is created in a human brain?
Yeah. In general, that is difficult to answer, but there is some research field which tackled with how the molecular structure emerges, like self-organized. You see the patterns of the molecular system emerges automatically. Yeah, so that is because each molecule can feel the attraction.
Yes.
Yeah, and then come closer to
yes,
get like that. So yeah.
So I have also always thinking about it, but it's my thinking that we all are having signals and different frequencies. So signals create molecular structure. Is it right?
Let's see. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the molecular interaction can be decomposed into the frequency range.
Yes.
And by using the frequency synchronization, they can communicate each other to come closer to. Yeah.
Yes. And a signal is created out of knowledge. So knowledge is very minute. If we have a right kind of knowledge, then we can create a right kind of frequency and signals. And due to the signals, we can make our body very powerful.
Yeah.
Because the smallest, we can say everything is energy, because the smallest part of the material is energy. So if we read good thing, if we have a right kind of knowledge, then we create a better signals, and due to the better signature, better molecular structure, and in this way we can keep our HR in a good state of mind. Because the best energy and best component in a business organization is HR. Because in every human body, we are having around 50 trillion cells. Around 50 trillions. If we place 12 zero in front of one, we can create trillions. So 50 trillion cells, and every cells we are having 8 GB memory, and every cells we are having further around 30 trillions DNA. Think over it, how powerful is a human brain and human body is. So in a business organization, if we are dealing the human, then it is a magic So my understanding is, if we create a right kind of knowledge, then we can create a wonder in the business organization as well. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you for your comment.
Yeah, just let me add one more thing, that what is important here, if the molecules can meet with the energy, then the molecules can change and can make new something. So what is important, the meeting part of molecules with energy is very important. Molecules can be evolved, can be changed, can be adapted to different shape, but the energy need to be consumed by the molecules. So I think maybe I have one query, that how the AI can help to develop something new in future, few new molecules.
Yeah. Anyway, in order to make some computational experiment to how interact to get a new structure, we have to set up some initial configuration. Which molecules is set here, which molecule is set here. And if the possible combination of the initial configuration has a vast number of such kind of stuff. So the AI can gives you the effective choice. What is the next to be prepared, right? Like if you work on the Amazon shopping, right? The again and again you purchase something, your choice is well chosen, and the computer system can provide you a proper proposal. So such kind of technology can be used to provide the quite likely combination of the initial stage. And then the computer simulation make a simulation. So in order to prepare the initial set effectively, the AI is used.
So AI can help you to consume the energy and to evolve molecule as of you, I think. So can we have some more queries from students? If not that, because we are running out of time, but you should take some time in lunch break or coffee break to come close and to discuss with Professor Maizono.
Yes.
Because he's only for today, right? So don't miss this chance. Thank you very much, Professor Maizono, again.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it. Can you introduce me next?
Thank you so much, Professor Mezzono, sir, for sharing your deep knowledge with us today. Ladies and gentlemen, Professor Mezzono has come especially from Japan for all of us. So it's a great moment and privilege for all of us. So once again, big round of applause for Professor Mezzono, sir.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we also have with us our next eminent speaker, Professor Rajat Agarwal, sir, on the stage. He is Associate Professor in Department of Management Studies from IIT Roorkee, Uttarakhand, and he is here to share his valuable knowledge with all of us. So, we would like to request Professor Rajat Agarwal, sir, to deliver his thought. Sir, please.
Please welcome Dr. Rajat Agarwal on the dais. Please give him a big round of applause.
Thank you very much for inviting me to the inaugural function of BICON 2017. Indeed, it is a great privilege that one of my colleague, Professor B.K. Maheshwari, has his old association with this group of colleges. I am thankful to the promoters, founders, chairmen, directors, Biyani brothers for spending so much time in the academic activities. I do visit a lot of institutions in India, but I rarely found promoters sitting all through in these kind of academic discussions. So it is really a very different kind of setup. You all are fortunate enough to be part of Biyani family, and when your mentors are always with you, and therefore we could see these kind of achievements which Biyani College has, that 11 of your students are already taking advantage of this Indo-Japan collaboration. Your large number of faculty members are visiting Japanese universities, and I come from IIT. I can surely say that even in IITs, we do not have such strong exchange programs. So really, I will like to have a big round of applause to Professor Manish Biyani, Rajiv Biyani and Sanjay Biyani, that the kind of efforts they are putting for developing you people, developing Jaipur, Rajasthan, and through that the whole of the India. We need more such Manish, we need more such Rajiv, and we need more such Sanjay in every part of the country, so that the overall development of the country can take place at a much faster speed, and we can have many more things to discuss about India. Friends, professor before me was discussing very hardcore computational things, and one of the question was asked about the molecule structure and the energy, and Manish was giving the answer that we need to energize molecules with the energy. There is a second law of thermodynamics which talks of entropy, and some of you may be aware of how do we define entropy. Entropy is a measure of disorderness of the system, and we continuously know that the entropy of this universe is increasing. And if I take it to the slightly religious connotation, so we have a concept known as pralaya. So when the entropy becomes too much, when this universe will not be able to sustain, that will be the situation of pralaya. Now, you all are sitting in a very orderly manner. So we say that entropy is slightly reduced in this system. And when Manish was giving the introduction of India and Japan collaboration, he was mentioning that Japanese people love meditation, Japanese people love yoga, and these are some of the techniques. These are some of, because the topic of innovation strategies to handle stress and health. So these are some of the most innovative techniques to handle stress and your occupational related problems, which Indians have developed, that using these small steps of meditation and yoga, you can manage your stress to a tremendous level. And another important thing, just which came when Manish was giving his presentation, it is very important for youngsters to understand that how to put your words. How to put your words. He was trying to mention that I am very young. He was trying to mention that I am very young, but it looks very odd if I say that I am very young. So he used Professor Yokabata, that he is very young as I am. So this is the way you can express your thoughts, that how you create a situation, and using that situation you put your words. So when somebody is speaking for these 3 days, so the content of their speech is important, but at the same time it is also important that how to put forward your words, how to put forward your thoughts, and large number of speakers are going to speak, and I hope that all of you should take benefit of their content as well as the style of putting forward their thoughts. Now coming to the topic, that what are the leading innovation strategies for handling the stress. Now there are two important points in this discussion, that one is what is innovation and the second is what is stress. When we try to define stress first, I say that we all are modern Abhimanyus. We all are modern Abhimanyus. So all my friends know who was Abhimanyu. So why do we remember Abhimanyu? What was the special thing about Abhimanyu? Can anybody help me to know that who was Abhimanyu? A very famous character from Mahabharata. If he was son of Arjun. Yes. And what did he learn, sir? What did he learn? How to break the Chakravyuh. He learned only this much that how to enter into the Chakravyuh, but he could not learn how to come out of Chakravyuh. We'll leave that part. So he know that how to enter into the Chakravyuh, but he was not aware how to come out of the Chakravyuh. Now, the same situation is with all of us. The same situation is with all of us. Therefore, I say that we are all modern Abhimanyus. We know how to crack the problem. Younger generation is much smarter than the senior people sitting here. My daughter, small daughter, she knows how to operate a computer, how to operate a smart mobile. I started using computers when I was in my graduation. So our younger generations are much, much smarter. But they become the part of problem and they do not know how to detach from the problem. And therefore I say that we all are modern Abhimanyus. You can crack problems much faster than your father, your grandfather or anybody else in your family. But later on you become the part of problem, and I think that is the origin of stress. If I know that problem and myself, we are two different entities, so we will not generate the kind of stress we were discussing in the inaugural speech. And therefore the role of meditation and yoga comes for the frontier innovation to teach us that the problem and myself, we are two different entities. And if I can understand this, then this modern Abhimanyu tag will not be required. But many a times we become the part of problem. Now, when I was sitting there, when I was sitting on this front row sofa, I was not able to see you. I was one among you. Now I am standing on this stage, dais, and now I am not the part of you. So I can easily see that where is the problem. And now I can easily solve any of the problem of the audience, because now I can see problem from a distance. So the first important innovation strategy to avoid stress in the organization, that detach yourself from the problem, and then you can see problem with lot of clarity, much clarity, with a wider vision. If you become the problem, if you yourself become the problem, then it is very difficult to solve the problem, and then all of a sudden the pressure of stress starts increasing, and this is such a vicious circle that it becomes almost difficult to come out of that vicious circle. So the first important thing is that become a distance from the problem. Now, another important thing with respect to innovation, that how do we define innovation? What is the meaning of innovation? My young students can help me to understand the meaning of innovation. Ma'am, at what time we need to close? 10 minutes. Okay. So, how do we define innovation? It's such a common term, and I think all of us can have a different meaning of innovation. And as Manish was saying continuously, we need to have more interaction. Yes, please. New ideas. Perfect. Innovation means new ideas. Anything else? You see, this whole show is for you only. So unless until you participate, all the people coming from Japan or different parts of the country will not be much of use. So you need to participate with full energy. Somewhere I saw the picture of Swami Vivekananda also in your campus, and Vivekananda said that youth is full of energy and we just need to channelize that energy into proper direction. So that is what we are trying to do.
So innovation and
So sorry, I couldn't get.
So innovation means anything which makes a work easier.
Which makes our work easier. Okay, very good. Which makes our work easier, right?
So So innovation means creativity, new ideas, something very special or something very new.
Right, right, right. Okay, so something new means innovation. I take it with the help of three I's. Innovation means three I's. One is idea. There has to be a novel idea. It has to be implemented. And third is, it must create some impact also. So there are three important requirements for something to call as innovation. There has to be a novel idea, it has to be implemented, and then you must get some impact out of it. And the best example to understand what is not innovation is famous Einstein's discovery of E equal to mc square. Einstein didn't get Nobel Prize for this popular discovery of E equal to mc square. Einstein got Nobel Prize for the photovoltaic effect, because at that time when E equal to mc square was developed, it was not able to create any kind of impact. So it was idea implementation, but there was no impact of that idea. So impact is very, very important, and impact in terms of a business organization can be the increased profit or reduced cost, more efficiency, or in terms of educational institutes like Biyani Group, more customer satisfaction. It can be better service to the society, more students going to Japan for higher studies. So all different types of organizations can measure the impact in their own terms. But in India particularly, we have two biggest challenge, and I think all of you must agree with me. One is fear of failure. Therefore, we do not want to do any kind of innovation. We have so much pressure from the society, our parents, our peer group, our relatives, our friends. They create so much pressure that we do not want to do anything new. So we always want to do what is happening continuously. So therefore, when you join any organization and you come with a new idea and you go to your supervisor, your senior, your boss in the company, that sir, I have this new idea. Boss कहेगा नहीं नहीं नहीं, ये ऐसे नहीं होगा, ये ऐसे ही चलता है. So in India, we all have this ऐसे ही चलता है type of system, and this is one of the biggest challenge, hurdle in the innovation journey of any organization. And the second problem, which is equally important, is the prediction disability. We all have prediction disability. We do not know this innovation is lead to what next stage, and therefore we want to remain in our comfort zone. So these are the two big problems. One is resistance to change, which is fear to failure, and the second is prediction disability. And because of these two factors, which I also say that elephant rider conflict, we have this kind of elephant rider conflict inside us, in our brain itself, which sir was saying that this is the biggest supercomputer we have. The biggest supercomputer is our human brain. In our human brain, there is one element which is emotional, and there is one element which is intelligent. Now, in case of this prediction disability and resistance to change, we have both these elements inside us. For an example, I just give you that how it operates. Tomorrow is your examination, and it is like some 31st December today, a very cold time in Jaipur, and you thought that early morning 4 o'clock I should get up for studying for the examination. So in night you put your alarm that 4 o'clock you should get up. Now this is your intelligent part of the mind is saying that I should get up at 4 o'clock. Now at 4 o'clock in the morning, when alarm rings, then your elephant starts acting. Oh, it is so cold, and then you switch off the alarm immediately. And now your elephant is winning and your rider is losing the battle. For innovation to take place, there has to be a harmony between elephant and rider. And if there is a harmony between elephant and rider, certainly you will have, because elephant means you are full of power. You can change this world. Therefore, I am addressing the young people that you are full of energy. You can change this world. But many a times your elephant is activated. And if you go to our ancient stories in Ramayana also, for Hanumanji, his elephant was activated when it was the time to cross the sea. And at that time, mentors like Manish came into picture in the form of Jamwant, and who told, like the story of this girl, Parampreet, that no, you have this potential and you can cross the river, this sea in one jump. So you all are having that potential. But unfortunately, for most of the time, our that rider component loses battle in front of the elephant. So it is again very important that to shape your innovation, you need to have harmony between this elephant and rider, and then only you can create some kind of winning strategies over your stress. Now, finally, because my time is almost coming to end, so to handle the stress in the organization, it is also very important to understand that stress is always not bad. We all require stress to some extent. And if you go to the classes of psychology, so they classify stress into two categories. One is eustress and another is distress. So when you enter into the stage of distress, that is probably the negative stress. And with stress management programs, you can convert that distress into eustress, because without stress, performance is not possible. So you need some kind of tension in your life. Without tension, nobody is going to work. Unfortunately, when I am a high critic of Manrega type of schemes, so when you get money, when you get wages without work, so you will have no objective in your life, and therefore you will not achieve anything. So to have some bigger goals, you need to have some kind of tension. But please have positive tension. Do not have negative tension, that is distress, and use some harmony in your life. That is the biggest contributor for the innovative strategies for the there is a recent study released by UN, WHO, and in that they have given with the happiness index. Now in that happiness index, there are different types of rankings given. One ranking is the standard deviation of happiness. And which country should come first in that? On the basis of least standard deviation of happiness, which country should come first? It is Bhutan. Though on the basis of happiness index, Bhutan's number is somewhere around 83rd or 84th. But on the basis of standard deviation of happiness, Bhutan stands at number 1. And India stands at 91st position, even on the basis of standard deviation. Bhutan's standard deviation is almost 0 of happiness index. And our standard deviation, India's standard deviation is around 2.17. Now what does it mean? That the happiness of all Bhutanese people lie in similar kind of things. But in India, we all find happiness in different things. In my family and so on, in all the families of India, now we have 4 bedrooms, so 4 color televisions are there, and during the dinner time, my daughter watches some Doraemon kind of channel, I watches Arnab Goswami. My wife watches some kind of Big Boss type of serial. So even in television, we do not have happiness in watching same type of program. So we are finding happiness in so many different things, and therefore there is no harmony in our happiness, and therefore our standard deviation of happiness is so high, and therefore so much conflicts are there, therefore so much stress is there in the organization, and therefore we are becoming Manish was trying to say about factory of the world, but at the same time we are also becoming the hospital of the world, where more and more stressed people, more and more diseases are coming to this country because of lot of conflicting views we are having. And it is important to have different views, but at the same time we should understand that views are different and personalities are different. When we compare views with personality, problem starts coming. And with this point, I will like to end that we need to create as much harmony as possible. It may be through our yoga, it may be through our meditation, it may be through managing our elephant and rider. And if you can bring more and more harmony, it will be the most important innovation strategy to handle the stress and occupational related problems in your work life. Thank you very much for inviting me to Biyani Group of College.
Thank you, Rajat Agarwal sir. It's a nice discussion, nice presentation. You rightly said that detachment is very important. Now my question is, it is very easy to say detach, but in practically when we apply it, it is very difficult to detach. Now how we can detach ourselves with the problems? Because after stress we are in tension, after tension we are in a hypertension, after the hypertension we are in a depression, and it destructs our entire body. So what is the how we can detach ourselves with the stress?
It looks really very difficult to state these type of things, that detach yourself from the problem. Like I am giving some kind of sermons, and people feel that it is a matter of just stating from the stages, and it is not practically possible, and problems are so dense that you cannot detach yourself from the problems. I give you one example, if time permits, that if Madam Maheshwari is here, principal of your college, maybe her children comes to home at around, let's say, 2 p.m. and she goes to bus stop to pick her children. Now today it is 2:10, bus has not come, 2:15, bus has not come. All of a sudden, all negative thoughts will start coming to her mind, that somewhere some accident may have taken place of the bus, some traffic jam. Oh, today in the morning I read in the newspaper that there is a protest rally today, and what will be happening to my children? Oh, I gave only one paratha to my boy and he must be feeling hungry. So all sort of negative things in a very sequential manner starts coming to her mind. What I say, and it happens with me also, so what I start praying, that whatever is happening to my boy, let it happen positive. I start giving the positive waves to my children, because in any case, your thinking negatively, positively is not going to help your children. At least if you start praying positively, it will cool, it will calm yourself. You will not get into the stress and you will be able to take better decisions. So one important, you can say, formula, one important tool to handle such type of situation of detachment is start spreading positive messages. Start spreading positive messages. Whenever you meet somebody, you say that aapka shubh ho. It is a very simple formula I am saying, and you will see that it is a kind of miracle. It is a kind of miracle, and it actually works. It actually works. So आप जिस भी भगवान को मानते हो, जिस भी गुरु को पूजा करते हो, you just start following those things in philosophy, not in the form of rituals, but try to understand the philosophy, and those things actually works. And if you do meditation daily in the morning for 15-20 minutes, that is again a kind of a magic pill, and it is going to help you to do some kind of detachment. It is not a easy thing, but slowly and slowly, with practice, I feel things really work, and I am able to say all these things because these things have worked in my personal life. So therefore, I feel when it can work in a personal life of somebody like me, it can work in life of anybody else also. So therefore, I can say with lot of conviction these things. No.
Sir, you may be right, but I personally feel when I read Bhagavad Gita and Ashtavakra Gita, the right reply is we all are energy. We all are energy. So we have to feel ourselves as a soul. So when we feel our as an energy and we are a material and we can detach ourselves with the material, with the energy. So realization of soul, we can watch ourselves and we can feel that nobody can destruct me because I am energy and energy can only be transformed. So realization of a soul as a human is a, in my opinion, is a right way of.
You have already gone through the readings of Bhagavad Gita, therefore you are able to say these things. But for a beginner like those who are sitting here, who have not even touched Bhagavad Gita, so we need to give some very simple tips to them, so that they can at least move on that path.
But this is also very simple. We are energy, we are a soul, and we can see ourselves as a material. It is the best and right reply as far as my opinion is concerned.
We can just do a very small experiment also, what sir is saying, that how we are energy. If you just sit relaxed in a simple relaxed posture and bring these two hands close to each other. No, I can do from here. You just please sit very relaxed, in a very relaxed manner. Please sit, all of you, and bring both palms together and close your eyes and take these palms away and then bring close. After just 2 or 3 times, you will start some kind of force between your palms, and that is what proves what sir is saying, that we all are energy. Around us there are different types of auras. कुछ लोग आपको मिलते हैं, you feel happy meeting with them, और कुछ लोग आपसे बिल्कुल बात नहीं करेंगे and you feel bad about them. So this is about aura. Our energy is around us, and there are pictures about that also, that how this aura works around all of us.
Aura scanner.
Yeah, so but you can have this experiment right now and you all can feel that there is a sheath around us, energy sheath, and with yoga, with meditation, with good reading, good thoughts, the knowledge which he was saying earlier, that you can actually strengthen your aura. And when you strengthen your aura, whoever comes closer to you will get influenced by your thoughts. So it is also a way to, it was said earlier that Mahatma Buddha used to have an aura of 80 miles. So whoever comes closer to Mahatma Buddha within 80 miles range got influenced by Buddha's thoughts. So we all need to strengthen our aura, our energy system, and that will help us a lot.
So it's a very right reply, but I need some question from your side. Because in any business organization, there is a human being, and you are like a manager, and you have to understand the purpose of this seminar, the stress. Okay, please. I need 4 or 5 questions because it shows your interest. So please be ready.
Sir, I want to ask a question. How to stop a monkey chattering mind? How to stop our monkey chattering mind?
You see, that is again the issue of elephant versus rider conflict, because we are not able to concentrate on a particular thing. Therefore, this mind moves so fast here and there, and therefore you are saying the monkey chattering mind, because our ability, you see, we are full of energy. We are full of energy, but we do not know how to concentrate this energy at a particular point. So in your physics classes, you must have seen that you use some kind of lenses, and then you are able to concentrate all the sun rays to a particular point, and then that rays can burn the paper itself. That type of power you have. But for that purpose, you need that lens. You need that lens which can concentrate your energy, and that lens is maybe your mentor. That is the first level of lens. that your mentor will help you that how to concentrate your energy. So you meet your teachers, discuss with your teachers your problems, and they will help you. And when you go to the next level of discussions, then certainly the spiritual techniques are available, and those spiritual techniques are there because there are large number of you can say stimulus in this society, and those stimulus keep us busy. Every 15 minutes you open your phone and you see what is new Facebook update, what is new WhatsApp coming to you. There is a research which says that in a day young people like you checks 34 times in a day their social media status. Now this is all the example of what you are saying. Now we need to concentrate, and when you have a better work to do, certainly you will feel you will forget all of these things when you are preparing for exams. So on those days you do not remember all these things, but when you are not preparing for exams, all these things take your primary attention. So always try to create bigger objectives in your life. At this moment I can say only this, and when you have something bigger in your mind, all these small activities will go away, and you will concentrate, you will focus, you will give your entire attention to those big objectives. So like those who are studying in this Biyani group of college, for them the bigger objective is that I need to do PhD from some Japanese university. So all of you should have this objective, and then obviously all the small things will vanish, and you all will concentrate with your full energy for that. आप सब इनके Biyani सर के पीछे पड़े रहोगे कि सर मुझे रास्ता बताओ कि कैसे जापान जाना है कल मुझको, तो मेरा वीज़ा बनवाओ आप. सो आपके पास अगर ऑब्जेक्टिव नहीं है तो फिर ये सब प्रॉब्लम आएगी.
Okay, so maybe we can have more time in the coffee break or in the lunch break. So again, Dr. Rajat, I think it's a very interesting talk, very interactive talk, and what, in a very brief, if we can say, just love with the problems. If you can love with the problems, you can accept the problems. If you can accept the problems, you can go beyond the problems. So just try to love with the challenges and try to find the solution by yourself. I think this is the best way, best strategy we can have. Yeah. So again, let's have a big hand. Dr. Rajat, thank you very much for sharing the time. And I have a request to all of you. Do you all have this memo with you? Some memo you have? Do you have? If not, please have this memo and pen open with you. And I request all of you to please fill few pages today before you leave this hall, okay? This is very important. If you can't fill something in this page, there is no meaning to attend this event. So try to make a memo, something what you listen here, and please bring with you, right? Okay, thank you very much. So,
thank you so much, sir, for the valuable information you shared with us.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, recently we have our eminent speakers of invited sessions among all of us. So we would like to pay our heartfelt gratitude towards them. For this, we would like to request to our Director, Research and Development and Chairperson of BICON, Professor Manish Biyani sir, to present the floral welcome to Mr. Hideki Kanai from JAIS University, Japan. Please welcome Mr. Hideki Kanai. Please give him a big round of applause. Thank you, sir. Again, we would like to request to Professor Manish Biyani, sir, to present the floral welcome to Professor Vidya Jain, ma'am, former principal of Maharani College, University of Rajasthan, Jaipur. Please welcome Professor Vidya Jain, ma'am. Now, to present the floral welcome to Dr. Sumit Srivastav, sir, Professor and HOD, Manipal University, Jaipur. Please welcome Dr. Sumit Srivastav, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Now, I'd like to request to Director Academic, Professor Sanjay Biyani, sir, to present the memento to our eminent speaker, to Professor Ray Mizuno from JAIS University, Japan. Please give him a big round of applause for Professor Ray Mizuno. Ladies and gentlemen, we have listened the valuable words for Professor Mizono. For this, we would like to pay our heartfelt thanks on behalf of Biyani Group of Colleges. Please give him a big round of applause. Thank you, sir. Again, we would like to request to sir to present the memento to Dr. Rajat Agrawal, sir. Please give him a big round of applause for Dr. Rajat Agrawal, sir, for giving his valuable time to Biyani Group of Colleges. Thank you so much, sir, for your precious time. Thank you so much, sir. Now I'd like to call upon the stage one and only motivational guru, the master of thoughtful knowledge, who has been sharing his words of wisdom in inter and intra-institute since so long.
A dynamic, talented young entrepreneur with over 22 years of teaching, the far-reaching object is to empower women and youth through technical education.
So we would like to request to Director Sanjay Biyani sir to please come up on the stage for giving vote of thanks. Please welcome Professor Sanjay Biyani sir.
So it's a great moment. You are very good listeners. So first of all, I would like to say, all young the mind, thank you for listening. I should say thank you, Professor Rio from JAIST, Japan, and Professor Rajat Agarwal from Roorkee. Both the sessions are very good, very knowledgeable. One question that comes in my mind, that is how to deal with the monkey set of mind. In a Gita, it is mentioned that is, if you want to control your monkey state of mind, then there is first is that is vairagya, and second is abhyas, that is a practice. So if you spend some time for meditation and regularly practicing it, then definitely it will help it out. But the most important part is that it's an old literature 3,000 years ago. But right now, if you can switch off your mobile for some time and do meditation, then you can realize yourself. You are we all are living a virtual life. We are watching TV, again we are watching another TV in TV. That is our problem. So if we can switch off our mobile for some time, we can realize ourselves, we can meditate sometime, and if this practice going on regularly, then we empower ourselves. This is my way of understanding. So again, I would like to thank you for all the dignitaries, all the guests, and I wish that this seminar will give definitely a right direction in your life. Thank you so much, and thank you so much. Arigato gozaimasu. Arigato gozaimasu. Arigato gozaimasu.
Thank you so much, sir, for your vote of thanks. Now it is a time for tea break, and before going break, there is an announcement for our paper presenters. Please contact in green room for the submission of your PPT for your oral presentation. And now we would like to request to all our dignitaries and eminent speakers and along with guests to please move forward along with our volunteers for tea break. Tea is waiting for you, and we will resemble here again in auditorium after 15-minute break. Till then, take care. Thank you all.